Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Toronto Blue Jays. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Denard Span is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0. Dickey looks in, 1-0 on its way. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And that's in there, 2-1. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Chopped at the plate. Navarro has it. Throw on to first will take care of Span for the game's first out. Hunter Pence will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so he can climb over that Mendoza line.
When you look at what this guy has done so far this season, it hasn't looked very good, and you can tell why. He's only had 5 hits in his last 10 games. That just adds to the mediocrity.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2. Joe Pennick gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's over, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Panic. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a 2-out double. Man at second here with 2 away. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Inciarte. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Home run number 5 on the year as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. One away. Into the box, Ender Inciarte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Panic is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Xander Bogaerts gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Josh Donaldson will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. In there, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And Crawford swings and misses at that one, a strikeout victim for out number 2. Yadier Molina will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. Knuckleball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit weakly on the ground to short. To his left, Bogaerts. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Freddie Freeman strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Span moves over, 1 out. Eduardo Nunez will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And that misses, ball 1. Tap foul at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground toward the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Michael Saunders gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Travis Shaw set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And, oh, this one drops. Gray sets. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Span, still ranging back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
Batting 8th, catcher, Diana Navarro.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Bernie Gund steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And it's quickly 0-2. Dickey into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Altuve. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one away for Denard Span. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One out, nobody on. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Saunders is after it. He gets there, but he missed it. Around second Span. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The right fielder,
coming to the plate now, Hunter Pence. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte on the run. And he makes the catch for the second out. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 3-2 ball game. Joe Panik strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that's going to land foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first. Freeman is up with it, and he is out on the tag. Leading off the inning, Kevin Pillar. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Kevin Pillar.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. Adams in foul ground, and a rather easy. So the base is empty here with one away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5 foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Well, you mentioned the largest height differential in history, but that's not entirely true. This may be an outlier, but there was that famous stunt in the 50s when Eddie Goodell, at 3.5 feet tall, stood in for the St. Louis Browns.
Well, that is true, but that was just a publicity stunt. Altuve's at-bats are always for real.
Striding into the box, Ender Inciarte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Here's the 2-0. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy, and he is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Runner's off for second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A runner on first with two away. Runner going a second time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Mike Trout is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Right there for strike one.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Well, you mentioned pitching to Trout low in the zone. It's become fairly well known if you're going to do it, you better do it on the first pitch.
Yeah, no question, because he's famous for taking the first pitch in almost every at-bat. But I don't think I'd test him, Matty. He's scary at all times with the bat in his hand.
First baseman,
Matt Adams comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Smoked on the ground up the middle. The tag, and he is out. On to Freeman, a double play. Josh Donaldson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Tried to wait out the knuckleball, but it's in there. 2-2. Still 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he comes back with one down and in for ball three. Drilled right back up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Xander Bogaerts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a chopper to the left side. Crawford fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. One gone. Freddie Freeman is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Freeman.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. To 2-2 now. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And oh, he can't rein it in. Gray has his target. 2-2 pitch on its way. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Right side hit hard. Annick's able to get there. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Brandon Crawford heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The Giants, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
In there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Ground ball right side. Altuve has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Strike 2. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Bernie Gund stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Dickey comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him, 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Denard Span will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And a double steal try here. Chopped toward the second baseman. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Wisely lays off the knuckleball there, and it's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Weekly hit to third. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Michael Saunders comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Span, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Travis Shaw will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Yeah, and he hit a changeup, so we'll see if he sees that pitch again. He didn't know.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the catcher, Deandre Navarro. Shot towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Joe Panik will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the sixth.
Joe Panik.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Dickey gets the sign. 2-2 on its way. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Mike Trout strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over
number
to
37.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a fly ball. Pilar on the move, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Matt Adams will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Kevin Pilar. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Kevin Pilar.
Out in front of it, strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Pence over to his left. Makes the play, one away. One out now in the Toronto sixth inning. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with one away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ender Inciarte is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Here's the 0-1. There goes Altuve. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hot shot toward third. And, boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. On to Freeman, and they get the double play. Yadier Molina will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit to short. Bogarts has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
It's time for the...
Xander Bogarts steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Pence. 1 down. Freddie Freeman will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Eduardo Nunez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. So stepping in, Michael Saunders, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Expecting the ball to be pulled quite possibly. It looks like the outfielders will shift to the right now. Trying to hold the lead. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And he'll make it back in safely at third. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. smoke toward the hole. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. The cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Travis Shaw steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Now pitching for the Giants.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Chris Colabello will come on to pinch hit here in a big... In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1. Runners are at first and third, one away. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Catcher.
Deanna Navarro is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Number 64 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 64.
Kevin Pillar is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Jose Altuve stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Center fielder number 11.
Ender Inciarte is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. 3-2. He's taken this as far as it can go. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bernie Gund comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Aaron Luke will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Denard Span stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. A runner at first with no outs here. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Hunter Pence will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In there, and it's 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position. Xander Bogaerts will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Hunter Strickland is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slow roller left side. To his left, Donaldson. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He singled his last time up.
Well, everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Eduardo Nunez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Michael Saunders steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Strike called, 2-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. 2-2 now.
2-2.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Joe Pennick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Kelby Tomlinson is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Roberto Ozuna is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Roberto.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Connor Gillespie is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Right side. Altuve showing off his range. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Center fielder.
Mike Trout will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
Up next for the
Matt
Giants.
Adams comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the ninth.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Josh Donaldson steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it's foul, strike 1. And this is swung on and missed for strike 2, and now the Giants are down to their final strike.
Well,
He strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 5 runs, 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5.